been a popular mascot for any team. The elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there will be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's French. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They go. enough to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Chanticleers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season.
There he goes! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the move, it's Simpkins. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on.
There he goes. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's French. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. High the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Hand off from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go. And they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Brown wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Chanticleers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
The
Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Defense was confused and the head coach uses a timeout. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and he's going to score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Carolina, 14, Georgia Southern, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's weird. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's French. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. Still on his feet. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Grab near the marker, it's Cobb. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. He splits the uprights. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for room, it's Simpkins. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Brown will throw it. He's got it still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Chanticleers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to slam it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Cobb. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to pass. It's French. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the 1st down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the 1st down.
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that line.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. Open field on the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Wants to throw. It's French. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Dallas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. Quarterback on the keeper. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Got the first down and more. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The shot to clear just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Bringing the heat. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air, it's French. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dallas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Dallas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fighting off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. It slithers into space. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.